Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. I am Mustafa Ibrahim Sulaiman and welcome to my video report about irrigation implement and structure from the subject CE 412 Irrigation Engineering. So let's start on my discussion.
Irrigation is one of the most important useful things in mankind. There are a lot of methods for irrigation, but the main point of this is to give water to the plant effectively and efficiently. So, ang irrigation ay isa sa pinakamahalagang bagay na ginamit ng mga tao. Marami itong pinaggagamitan, ngunit ang pinaka-main point nito ay para magbigay ng tubig sa mga halaman ng mabuti. So, implements for farm irrigation. Number 1, spike-tooth harrow. It is a harrow with a tough, flexible teeth suitable to work in hard and stony soils. So, spike-tooth harrow ay may matigas na parang mga teeth. Ginagamit ito para sa matitigas at maraming mga bato na lupa. Ang spike-tooth harrow din ay mabuting ginagamit sa mga lupa na may mga damo para maalis ito sa lalagyan ng mga halaman. The two types of spike-tooth harrow, the rigid type and flexible type. So itong rigid type ay ito yung ginagamit ng mga magsasaka na spike-tooth harrow na pinapatong nila sa kanilang mga baka o kalabaw para sa pagsasaka ng lupa. At saka ito namang flexible type ay ito yung nasa tractor, ginagamit ng mga tractor para sa lupa. Number 2, the plow. It is the most important agricultural implement since the beginning of history. It is used to turn and break up soil to bury crop residues and to help control weeds. So, ang plow daw ay ginagamit ito to turn and break up soil, to bury crop residues, and to help control weeds. Kung baga, inaararo nito yung paglalagyan, inaararo nito yung lupa na paglalagyan ng pananim at nakakatulong din ito para sa mga damo. Number 3, drag harrow. So, ito namang drag harrow ay ginagamit ito para para tipunin yung mga bato sa field at saka nilalagay ito sa tractor stone box manually para i-remove sa field. Implements for making borders. Fresno or the scraper. Establish the basis for the modern earth-moving scraper, being able to scrape and move a load of soil, then discharge it at a controlled depth. So itong Fresno daw or scraper ay para ito sa implement for making borders. Kung baga ito ay minumove nito yung kargang lupa para dalhin ito sa paglalagyan na location. Number 2, land leveler. So ito namang land leveler ay binabago nito yung forma ng surface. Kumbaga fina-flat nito yung surface para mapabuti ang pagdalhin ng tubig. Inaalis dito yung mga slope sa lupa para maayos ang pagdalhin ng tubig sa mga pananim. So, implements for making deep furrow. Furrow irrigation is the type of surface irrigation in which trenches or furrows are dug between crop rows in a field. So, itong furrow irrigation is isa itong type ng surface irrigation kung saan yung mga gitna ng crops, halaman ay nilalagyan ng padaluyan ng tubig, nilalagyan ng hukay para mapadaloy yung mga tubig para sa halaman. Implements for making corrugation. Corrugation irrigation is well adapted for the irrigation of medium and heavy textured soils. If fields have a tendency to bake, they are difficult to irrigate by flood methods. Flooding causes the soils to puddle and run together, which results in a hard crust after the surface dries. The crusting may retard plant growth. And that's all for my part. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.
Hello, good morning and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. I am Naga Najib and I am here in this video to tackle about irrigation structure. Irrigation structure that are used to properly measure, regulate and distribute water from the point of diversion to the point of terminal use, built above the irrigated land so that irrigator obtain water directly from the main canal which carries water during the entire irrigation season. Structures used to supply water at the right time and right quantity. It is economical and it is always satisfactory to the irrigator. To build structures that have the required capacity and the strength to control the water at the irrigator's will. General classes of irrigation structures. Permanent structure. No structure is truly permanent, but the term permanent is applied to those structures which remain in place during one or more irrigation seasons. Temporarily structures. Structures that are moved from place to place during each irrigation, or those that built for only one season use. In an irrigation scheme, many structures with different functions exist. This report concentrates on presenting some typical structures that are commonly used for small irrigation schemes. The irrigation system consists of a main intake structure, a conveyance system, distribution system, a field application system, and a drainage system. The main intake structure directs water from the source of supply, such as reservoir or a river, into the irrigation system. The conveyance system assures the transport of water from the main intake structure or main pumping station up to the field ditches. The distribution system assures the transport of water through field ditches to irrigated fields. The field application system assures the transport of water, removes the excess water caused by rainfall and or irrigation from the fields. Main intake structure. A diversion structure is intake structure purpose to direct water from original source of supply, lake, river, reservoir, etc., into the irrigation system. This diverts the desired amount of water to the ditches and permits surplus or high water to bypass without damage to the dam or channel. The conveyance and distribution system consists of canals transporting the water through the whole irrigation system. Canal structures are required for the control and measurement of the water flow. Open canal. An open canal, channel, or ditch is an open waterway whose purpose is to carry water from one place to another. Channels and canals are referred to main waterways supplying water to one or more farms. Field ditches have smaller dimension and convey water from the farm entrance to the irrigated fields. Canal characteristic. According to the shape of their cross-section, canal are called rectangular, triangular, trapezoidal, circular, parabolic, and irregular or natural. The most commonly used canal cross-section in irrigation or drainage is the trapezoidal cross-section. For the purposes of this publication, only this type of canal will be considered. The freeboard of the canal is the height of the bank above the highest water level anticipated. It is required to guard against overtopping by waves or unexpected rises in the water level. Earthen canals. Earthen canals are simply dug in the ground and the bank is made up from the removed earth. The disadvantages of earthen canals are the risk of the side slopes collapsing and the water loss due to seepage. They also require continuous maintenance in order to control weeds. Lining canals. Inline canals, earthen canals can be lined with impermeable material to prevent excessive seepage and growth of weeds. Lining canals is also an effective way to control canal bottom and bank erosion. The material mostly used for canal lining are concrete and precast slabs or cast in place, brick or rock masonry. The disadvantage of line canals are it reduces the loss of water due to seepage and hence the duty is enhanced. It provides smooth surface that result to an increase in the velocity of the flow and it reduces maintenance cost for the canals. Disadvantages of line canals is that the construction cost is much higher than for earthen. Canal's initial cost of the canal lining is high. It involves difficulties for repairing the damaged section of the lining. And that's all.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Alimuddin B. Ulama. The title of my report is Canal Structures. Canal structures. The flow of irrigation water in the canal must always be under control. For this purpose, canal structures are required. There are four main types of structures. Number 1. Erosion control structures. Its canal need to protect it against the erosive force of flowing water. Canal bottom slope and water velocity are closely related. A. Drop structure and chutes. Drop structure or chutes are required to reduce the bottom slope of canal laying on steeply sloping land in order to avoid high velocity of the flow and risk of erosion. Drop structures. Drop structures take the water abruptly from higher section of a canal to a lower one. Chute. In a chute, the water does not drop freely, but is carried through a steep line canal section. Number 2. Distribution control structures. Distribution control structures are required for easy and accurate water distribution within the irrigation system on the farm. A. Division boxes. Division boxes are used to divide or direct the flow of water between two or more canals or ditches. Letter B. Two mouths. Two mouths are constructed in the bank of a canal. Letter C. Check. Check gate is a structure used to maintain or increase water level in an open channel. Number 3. Crossing structures. It is often necessary to carry irrigation water across road, hillside, and natural depressions. A. Culvert are used to carry the water across the road. Letter B. Invert siphons. When the water has to be carried across a road which is at the same level as or below the canal bottom. Number 4. Water measurement structures. The principal object of measuring irrigation water is to permit efficient distribution and application. Letter A. Weirs. Weirs is a consist of wool of a timber, metal or concrete within an opening with fixed dimension cut in its edge. Letter B. Partial plumes. The plume consists of metal or concrete channel structure within three main sections: a converging section at the upstream and leading. Number 2. Constricted or through section. Number 3. Diverging section at the downstream. Letter C. Cut-through plume. It is similar to the partial plume but has no through section, only converging and diverging section.